The following is a presentation of the Eagles Sports Network.
Carson-Newman shuts out Tusculum 13-0 with Coach Tom Griffin and Michael Watching for the Eagles Sports Network. Coach, it was about a month ago. We were down in Greenville. We had this conversation, and one of us was not too happy. Today, nearly a flawless effort. What can you say about how your team responded to that first matchup by performing one of their better games today in the midweek?
Well, good to see you. And, yeah, I mean, you're going to have those type of games, and it was unfortunate to have it the way we did. Hope we don't see that anymore. But based on what we had today, it's one of those games. I mean, they played yesterday. They had a midweek yesterday. We were supposed to. I mean, that's tough. And we were fortunate to come on the winning end, put a big crooked number there, which kind of opened it up. So, listen, the way they responded, I told our assistant, I wanted to see how we came back from what happened up there and just the way we've been playing. How do we respond here? We got a really good club coming in that's hot, and I thought we responded well. Griff Hughes gave us a good start. The real good thing is the pitching has been really solid. That's the thing that has really improved tremendously is the idea of some of these guys that have come in. And then I thought Trey Miller has really become kind of our heart and soul, and getting more comfortable defensively because he's an outfielder we've converted to shortstop. Very difficult to do, and he's done it very well for us. And then his at-bats have been really good.
Why was your pitching so good today?
Well, I always say this. When they're bad, it's the catcher, and when they're good, it's the catcher. And I think Mitch has gotten a lot more comfortable back there and has called a better game. We've kind of adjusted his stance a little bit, which I think makes him feel a little bit more comfortable. Griff Hughes, the one thing I think it's seen him is he's really elevated. And I'm not just talking about his stuff. I think mentally, his mentality has really matured. He's put himself into where he's one of the better pitchers. I mean, he does really well. A young man, Eli Norris, I thought, has got a lot of potential and has thrown well. Maybe it's just getting out there and pitching more. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe we got to figure out how to train better so they're ready sooner. It was good to see Clay Simpson get out there, a guy who's been really dedicated to this program for 5 years and hasn't gotten a ton of opportunities. Made an adjustment. Again, and that's the thing we talk about coaching. I see a guy like that who's worked hard, and he's been very loyal. He's been dedicated, been a great teammate. Get that opportunity to pitch and then have success like that. Man, that's why you coach this. One of the reasons why we coach and do this is to see how that young man responded today.
I want to go back to earlier in the game because Will Gibbs, a 2-out single. That was able to give you a run there in the second inning. Nelson Smith with 2 outs. He had the bases loaded. You were unable to get it done the first time around. He gets a 2-run single. That helps you get some of those crooked numbers that pushes that lead out. How critical is it to see those at-bats early in games to allow you to maybe breathe a little bit easier late in the game?
It's huge. It's huge. Now, Michael, you noticed, because I know you were probably thinking this, we didn't execute a sac bunt. We had some poor base running decisions. There are still some things about the awareness and execution that we've got to get better at. Now, that being said, I'm not going to ever argue with a win like that. But again, we aren't talking about it now. Tomorrow, though, we've got to clean some of this stuff up with the base running, with some of the bunting, with some of the hit and runs as far as how we've got to learn to protect our guys. We still got to clean that up. And we are. We are. And that's the thing we got to focus on. Again, we're still trying to figure out some guys in the lineup-wise, right? We lost Henry and Travis, and you're still trying to figure out how do you replace that leadoff and 4-hole hitter and who's going to step in. We still haven't figured that out yet. Now, the good thing is Nelson Smith has some really good at-bats and big hits. Mitch Ballant, Trey Miller throwing well. Dalton McClain, really good player and, has struggled a little bit, is really coming on, made some adjustments with the mechanics. So, always a good win to win like that against a quality opponent. And then get ready for this weekend. We're on spring break, so we've got some time to work on stuff. NCAA rules don't affect us right now, so it's like NAIA days with our training. so we can extend that period just a little bit as we get ready for Wise coming in.
Coach, appreciate the time. Enjoy this one.
Appreciate you, brother. Thank you.
He's Coach Tom Griffin and Michael Watching for the Eagle Sports Network.